Schumann resonance is up and running. We have very weird activity on the Italian Schumann resonance, on the Schumann resonance, and in general, there's just a lot of anomalies going on right now. And we got a lot of things to get into because I know many people are feeling some stuff right now, and the energy is quite intense. Everything really is just amplifying everything up right now. And I know many people are going through this right now. We got this. We're going to get through this. And by all means, where's the data? Oh my goodness. Welcome everyone. Joe Sky here, back at it again. No data. I don't know what this is. I've been looking at this for like 10 minutes now. We have a KP4 plus. We were in a geomagnetic storm earlier on the 16th or 17th. My bad, 17. Right. Um, 2 minutes, a couple minutes away from the 18th. Um, yeah, we're going into this. There's no data. We're about to hit moderate storm conditions, or at least we touched it. Um, but overall, of course, yeah, the latest alerts, the last geomagnetic storm, they're seeing it right here, G1. So definitely got that, but it dipped out. Overall, of course, KP4 plus, no data here. Now look at that real-time solar activity. I want to look at this real quick because I think this is something that I think is pretty interesting here. So we got a massive, massive release on the left. That is huge, and I don't know why it's showing a spot there on the left. That's a massive sunspot. We have a sunspot coming up, I think. Um, and of course over here you can see that massive release on the top left, and a lot of odd activity. A huge, 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 huge coronal hole potential in this situation. This definitely looks like a trans-equatorial one, or at least one that will face us. It looks very close to be a trans-equatorial one. It is freaking massive. This is a huge coronal hole, and when it, like I said, in what 2 days will face us. I'm guaranteed by Friday, at some point around Friday, close to Friday, during Friday, it's gonna face us, and that's a massive coronal hole that's coming. It's definitely gonna amplify everything. How interesting, right? So it'll happen on December 19. That's 3 Atlas, new moon. We'll probably get the energy with the solstice. That's definitely, I don't know what to say. Very divine, right? Massive energy coming for sure. And I know we're getting hit with this. That's why there's been so many earthquakes. That's why the solar winds were high. They've been high for a while. They've been going days of high solar winds. But of course, unfortunately, no data. Solar flares, as you can see, we're taking a break from solar flare activity. There hasn't been anything because we got freaking bombarded like a week ago. Moving on to the Italian Schumann resonance. Again, on the you're seeing on the community station here. You got that I call the ghostly lines. Very odd. I have no idea what that means. And nobody in the communities know what that means either. Um, Definitely got some activity over here on the Etna Radio Observatory, and other than that, just a bunch of odd patterns here. No data for a growing magnetic field. Um, and if you look at this one, odd activity. Right on December 17, as we're going towards December 18, but on December 17, you guys can start to see strange lines and strange activity happening. Um, so those little lines, so every day, so on the bottom is the 13th, 14, 15, 16, 17, and where the black line is, that's December 18. And as you can see, we're already a few hours in through December 18. Um, and again, we're not finished with 18. So yeah, but a little early into 18, ain't no activity going on. But on the 17, just absolute strange anomalies. Russian Schumann resonance. Let's get a refresh for this. Looks like integration energy. Um, But yeah, it looks like a pretty calm graph. From hour 2 to hour 21 on the 17. You see those weird lines? That's like integration. So, very interesting there. Some people don't feel good with integration energy, and we have more of it heading into the early hours of December 18th in America, at least, because it's midnight right now as I'm recording Eastern time. Um, but it's about probably like 10 a.m. right now in Russia, um, 12 a.m. New York time. So integration energy. So overall, that's what we got going on. There's a lot of stuff going on with the a lot of weird stuff going on. You guys know Schumann resonance. We had a blackout. We had that. We weren't able to get data for a while. Um, of course, we had no freaking data over here in Space Weather Live, and strange anomalies going on. It's gonna get weird. This is gonna be one of the craziest weeks. I think the next 5 days or so is going to be the most craziest things. I've been seeing the craziest things ever. Been hearing the craziest things ever. Right, I have a lamp outside, stopped working, just started working. Car stopped working, had to change the battery. Have all everything just happens now. Everything, right? Um, Schumann resonance goes down, comes back up. Space Weather Live, as you can see, no data. There's just no data being shown. It's been like this. It's been struggling the last couple of days, but right now there's nothing. But at least you got to see the image of the sun. There's a gigantic coronal hole coming in. A lot of earthquakes are happening. Got one by Quebec, Texas, a lot of California earthquakes. Big earthquakes everywhere. Big ones. Not too big, but 5.5s and 5.6. Japan, Russia, here, there, everywhere. So there's been a lot. There's a lot. Magnetosphere was getting hit on the 17th. So, yeah, things are definitely going on. I hope everybody's doing good. I appreciate everybody. We're definitely going through this activation. Time to let things go. Be sure to watch my new moon video because that is one powerful video. And if you're feeling oof or off or oof, you might want to watch that video. Seriously. And of course, if you want to learn about the winter solstice and a couple of practices for it, by all means, watch that video. I really appreciate everybody. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys all next time.